Why do you think that ongoing practice writing of responses and obtaining actual feedback on those responses from your teachers is important for doing well in studies of religion?
I think every student needs to be affirmed in what they're writing, which is correct, and have some constructive criticism around where they can improve. And I think if that practice isn't happening, you're never going to really be able to move forward and learn from mistakes and develop the ideas that you have into a really successful argument. It is super important that short answers, extended responses are all engaged with, and you've got to give it to your teacher for feedback. It's great if you can practice them and if you've written a whole stack of them, but it's no good if you've got all of them sitting there and you don't actually know whether you've written what is correct or not correct. You need the feedback from your teacher. It's super important to get that.
And I always say that writing and answering exam questions is a skill, and all skills develop with practice. We see it on the sporting field all the time. So you are creating a brain memory for your brain to access when it is under pressure in an exam situation. So practicing, even if it's at home, in timed exam conditions, without your notes in front of you, you're not going to have that on the day in the HSC, that you keep to the line restriction and time restriction that is recommended on the front of the exam paper for the particular section that you're doing on that day, and then, as Diane said, that you send that, give that to your teacher for feedback. Skills will get better with practice, and you've got plenty of practice questions available to you. They're all on the NESA website. You just need to go and download them or have a look at it. Say, okay, this is the question that I'm going to do today. You don't even need to print that off. You just have it in front of you on your laptop, and you write that, and then you submit that straight away for feedback. And nothing says that if you get constructive feedback that you can't do that question again. You're not going to get the exact same question, but you'll get something like it, and they're the skills that you can apply in your HSC.
And the physical act of writing, like rather than typing, I encourage my students to actually write their responses. It not only makes sure that their writing is legible, but if particularly in time responses, it gives them a sense of this is how much I can actually write within 20 minutes or 30 minutes, however long it is that you're allocating to a particular question. So the actual act of writing is really important as well.
And because we don't write much these days, you actually have to build up the muscles in your hand. So you have to be exam fit, and that's just not with the content, but that's with your hand as well. It has to sit at, for most students, a couple of 3-hour papers in a short period of time.